Where's my screen at? Do. Okay, there we are. We paused. Oh, hey, what's up, Mark?
Oh, what are you looking at?
I got to redo my charts on Tesla since it got down so much already since this morning.
Hey guys,
Hello,
Yo,
Miguel. What up? What up?
how y'all doing?
Doing good. Today was good for me.
Dude, it was fire shit.
I was so worried about Spy over the weekend. I was just like, fuck. I made this Iron Condor for like 357 to 365. I was like, if this thing gaps down any further, I was like, I might have to cut at a loss. But I woke up and I was like, oh, Spy's at 361. We're good.
Yeah, that's why yesterday when you said like if shit was gonna dump, I was like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. I just felt like on the days where they like really like it's just noticeable that it's a green or a red day. Like today was a noticeably green day, so tomorrow has to be leaning toward the side of red. So just like, especially like if you just look at the RSIs on things, I'll just look at RSI on Spy. It was pretty oversold for most of the day. So,
Yeah.
but
This is futures, bro. This is okay. So futures here.
you want to take
Oh,
over
what's up,
streams?
Knives?
Hello, Knives. I'm by the way, you guys, I am recording for the sake of Chris because he can not be here with us tonight. So, no need to be all esports or whatever, but just
Yeah. All
uh,
right. So look, this is the pattern that I had on futures, and it just completed it not too long ago. This is a cipher. So I completed the cipher. You can see here. This is the D point here, right? 786. Look at that.
ooh, wow.
Rejection. Bam. Right? So after a completion,
The
there's a
retracement down to 38, right?
yeah, so we draw from the C to the D. So future should come down here
Nice.
to retest just to show that this pattern has been completed. But if it has enough momentum, it can actually just shoot up, right? But since it rejected it, this is a good sign. That means we're gonna go down.
Okay.
Uh, so now look, we rejected here. Now we're at the 11 here, at one of my long-term fibs. So now look, we're rejecting that. After we reject this, we're probably gonna go here, and then retest here, and if we break, we go back here, all right? And then 38's down here, but it's at 3662. So like 365, 366 on SPY. So honestly, it might just open where we closed SPY.
Right around 366 or 367, right?
Yeah. So, but remember, like, so SPX and SPY have not done this move, right? Futures did it, right? So this shows that SPX and SPY are gonna hit it, right? So today, SPY was really close to hitting this, the D leg, but I started scaling in here because I saw the clean rejection here. I didn't. It wasn't like heavy sized because I was gonna add the rest here, but it didn't work. So I just took what I got. Look at this. So tomorrow I expect a retest of the B points here, the neckline. I think Spy did it after hours actually. Yeah, see, when we got that North Korea news,
Yeah.
this is the dump, right? And look how it was holding the B neckline before that, right? And then bam, we got the news. But look, we bounced off the 50, and then we regained the neckline. So that means, to me, it tells me that we're gonna finish the pattern.
Nice.
Yeah. So tomorrow's plan is after pattern completion, short here,
That's
at
around
least for 38. So on SPY, it would be from like
370-ish.
388. So 364. That would be like your strike. or 365, right? Just to so you can be in the money. But yeah, the rejection on SPY is on 368.90. That's where the D completes. I'm gonna delete.
Wait,
this.
what'd you say? 368?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I have that too.
Um,
All right, that's cool.
yeah. But also we never retested this over here, the 3886. So I'm kind of worried about that.
3886.
If yeah, that's another level I have for one of my harmonics. But we never tested it because we just straight just dumped, right?
I mean, we do have quarter 3 earnings coming up soon. So I mean, if anything, it might that was usually always like the telltale sign what's gonna happen.
Yeah, and the thing is, if we do break the D point, right, and there's enough buying, we can actually just begin this gap here.
Oh wow.
There's a gap, right?
Oh yeah, yep.
Um,
I mean, Spy completed some of it. Let me see. Did he even touch any of it? No, it didn't.
so this is
Oh,
why careful like tomorrow, like for sure, the risk reward to short here is really good for shorts. But if it does break that, you can use that as your risk, or maybe even the 11 here to use that as a risk. If it breaks that, then just get out and take
Yeah.
calls.
Spy hasn't been completing its gaps really, as opposed to like around June, July. You can like the high probability would be completes the gap and then goes the opposite direction of the gap. So if the gap was up, it would complete the gap and then dump, and then
Yeah,
vice versa. But it hasn't been doing that lately, so you have to be really careful. Like where your X leg is, where you started, that's only half the gap. It didn't even go all the way.
yep.
Well, because the gap fills at like what 350, like below 350, right on SPY.
The gap fill is at 374. 374, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I meant I'm sorry, I meant the downside gap because on Friday we went to SPY like what 357 or 356 even was it, and then we bounced.
Yeah, but this gap, the one that Miguel's talking about, the one that's 370 to 374, it didn't
Oh,
it didn't even fill completely. On the 28th it attempted and it didn't even fill completely. Back in June, Spy would completely fill the gap and then go the opposite direction. But it's not doing that right now, so you have to be really careful about playing the gap. Um,
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways,
you said you had
this
some
is what I
other.
found on
Yeah,
yeah. This is the one I found on Meta today,
gotcha.
and it kind of confirmed here after like during half the day, right? Uh, I was shorting it every time down here at 137. It was a good short every time. That should work for almost like 3 sessions, bro. Boom, profit and then boom again. But finally it broke this, and it did break the B neckline today, but then it dumped. And then after hours we did break it and we dumped again because of the news. So tomorrow will be interesting. I think a good play here is if it bases over this line over the B and it just consolidates and just take calls.
I'm gonna
It's like a nice 4-point move, 3-point move.
I'm gonna add that.
But then of course if it comes back down and breaks this trend line, then this harmonic is no more.
Is that harmonic from 140? It starts at 140?
Yeah, I drew it from 140.
Okay, got it.
Right, drew it. Oh, and then this one, dude. This is a good one that I found today on Netflix, bro. There's two. There's the larger one, and then there's the little one right now. So the larger one that I have, this is the macro one, dude. It ends. This is a deep crab. It ends around 194 on Netflix. But for right now, I'm only gonna play the smaller one, which is this one.
I need to see some stuff on Netflix.
So this is still forming, right? Obviously, I'll be able to tell if it's this harmonic that I'm thinking of, if it rejects up here at the C leg, and then we can just take puts down.
Ooh. Hey, I'm not sure if it's worth mentioning, but Netflix has earnings on the 18th of this month. There's a lot of earnings this month, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix died that one earnings, remember?
Yeah.
Fucking lost like so much. I think it went down like what, like 10%?
Oh, it went on so much. It was even before the earnings itself.
Yeah.
So if there's any negative news on Netflix, yeah,
So I mean, this move could happen, bro.
very possible.
Because right now, there's a hella dark pool prints for 230 on Netflix.
Ooh, that would be a crazy move.
But I want to see this completion first, and then I can be like, okay, for sure.
Yeah, it dropped all the way from. Let's go look back a little. All the way from like near the three. What is that? 340, 350s, all the way down to 162.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year.
So tomorrow, maybe a good entry to the C point. That's still good. That's a 6-point move. That's still good. So if it's a bullish day tomorrow, Netflix is really good to call. Use the 618 as your risk in the beginning, and then if it breaks, then just wait for the bounce on the trend line. So you can either take a calls here if it breaks, get out and then just reload at the touch. This would be the perfect scenario here, right? Bounces off this and this, and then just take right call.
Is that 239? Mark that.
Yeah, and so after this move, right, it brings us down here, and I think the sell momentum can actually bring us down to enter this harmonic, right? So the other one ends around here, right? 227. I think we can have enough selling power to bring it down and break the bigger harmonic trend line, and then use that as resistance, and then you can take that one down. Yeah, it's there's like two double M's. There's an M inside of M.
So the short term move was bullish, and then we just die with it.
Yeah, because on the macro, this one is already this is already like a good starting point, because we have 3 points that make sense, right? So this move is already like beginning, right? And then this one, we still need the C completion in the smaller one, but it would make sense because both my thesis ends on a downtrend, right? Yeah, so I think Netflix for sure should be on your watch list.
Nice.
Yeah, because this could be one hell of a short as well.
So the C point is at 246 ish, 245.
For which one? The smaller or
the smaller one to ride calls up on, and then to ride it down from there, right?
Yeah, the smaller one is at 245.
Okay.
So as soon as you see 245, just add puts, right? And then you can use the 7. And look at this, bro. It lines up too, because like the remember our notes, 718 is really strong reversal area, right? And since this is uptrend right now, reversal area would mean we go down, right? So if anything, you can use the C point as risk, and then use this as risk too. So the way to play it safe would be like to add half here and then save the rest to add just in case. And if you see this not breaking, then just add here and then just take it down. But remember, when playing these, you have to buy time, bro. Just in case, because sometimes like they'll chop you up. But once this happens, once the trend line and the BNAC breaks, it's just snowballs. Like I mean, you've guys seen it.
I mean that Netflix. I'm sorry, not Netflix one. That Tesla one. That one played out extremely well.
Yeah. What do I have on Tesla?
So remember, their earnings is on the 18th. So maybe consider going into that date because there's expirations for the 7th, the 14th, and the 21st. So I feel like the move would happen before earnings because most of these big moves on Netflix have happened before their earnings call.
This is what I have on Tesla right now, bro.
Let's check it out.
C point completion over here at 218. Where did we close today? We closed. Damn, we closed right above the 23. That sucks. If we would have closed right below it, that would have been a good entry for puts. This is a good entry for puts. If we break and base below this line. And we could take this shit down to 230, bro. 230, and then maybe get a slight bounce here and then come back down. So yeah, Tesla's worth watching right now too.
Oh yeah, Tesla's really good to play right now, especially post split.
Yeah, and then we still have rooms for 618.
Damn it, went down $23 today. That's crazy.
Did we test? Yeah, we tested it twice. Look at that, 3 times actually. 1, 2, 3 times. The B point.
Wow.
Yeah, there's the other M here, so I think this M completed already today, so expect a retracement. Let's see how far. Like 268. Yeah. It could. What's that 268 over here? Yeah, the 38. Wow. Was that 43? No, that's too big of a move. Like it would need like some crazy news to actually do this like in a day or two. Yeah, I don't think we go back up to fill this just yet. I mean I could be wrong though, you know. But I think we go down and then fill this on the way up the C bounce. And we fill this gap. But yeah, it's setting at a crucial fib levels here. We have a 618, stop it. We have a 23, another 23, another 23. Yeah, it has so much resistance, bro. And look at that, rejected here cleanly, bro, off the 618. So maybe tomorrow, look for that. Get another clean rejection, take it down, break this, take it down. Yeah. As he's looking good too. Let's go futures right now. Okay.
Oh, did you hold anything overnight, Miguel? I was meaning to ask you.
No, I didn't.
Let's see. I think I'm just holding a couple SPY credit spreads and my Costco one because my Costco one was below its trend line, so it's just like, all right, this is fine.
Yeah.
Even movies, steroids.
Was this a harmonic?
Bad guys more. Okay, it's hard to take.
Let's see, which one was this one?
What do you really want class?
Could be a bat. Weight's a 98 at the bottom though.
People say the same as both the terrible things.
I complete it here.
I really think we're different. They admitted to it. All of us. Basically, so listen to it. I wanted to test out.
So yeah, I think this was a bat.
He's saying that he's not afraid to bet.
I just don't like this down here. This right here. It should be 0.886. It's a little too far. But everything else fits. And we did get the 38 retracement already too off the smaller W. Look. See? Okay. So maybe another retest of this. Oh no, look, we're forming another M inside this.
Jesus.
After this W.
Ooh. Oh, so it go down a little more then, huh?
Yeah. So okay. So this is another bat. Look at this. Yeah. So 8-8. So this one should complete around 8-6. Literally like right here. It's almost there. And then look down to 8862 should be right here.
Then he says Jesus.
Yeah, so this W just finished and then it turned into this M potentially here.
Jesus turns to
Look at this. Let's watch it, dude. This is live, bro. This is live. Let's see how clean it rejects this, bro.
Jesus didn't ask.
So, question about futures. So when it's happening, is it just going based off of like because of the stock exchanges in like Europe and Asia being open? Is that what it is?
No, it's just honestly, it's just the computers and then also like the institutions like trading after hours and shit. But I think honestly like all the other shit matters too. But I haven't really looked into it. I just don't fuck with it like after hours.
Gotcha.
Yeah, break. We got 2 minutes left on this candle close. Let's see what happens. But anyways, if this does turn out to be a bat, what else can it be? Let's see. It could go into a cipher. Here, let me actually hide this so we can get a better look. Yeah. Wait, what did I just turn on? This could actually turn into a cipher as well if it's that. So cipher would be 113. Go here down to the 786. Just right here. Oh wow! And look, it landed on this. What was it? Oh yeah, on the B neckline of my other harmonic.
Nice.
This is live. This is happening right now.
Yeah, this is futures right now. So let me add one here. Make sure it's almost to the spot. Yeah. Bam. Now this is a cipher, right? So it does have room to 1-4 to the 141, which is up here.
Make it beg for mercy.
Yeah. And then if it ends there at the 4-1, so then the 7-8-6 comes down. Sorry, not the 7-8-6. Okay. Yeah, 7-8-6. That would be here. Like here-ish. It's almost to the trend line and back to the B neckline. But anyways, okay. So if futures does break this, then it could potentially turn into the cipher here. So this is the conservative PT, and then this is how far it can go before we get a pullback. Keep in mind, it can also stop anywhere in this range. But normally the algos and the computers usually will buy or sell here and here. But these also this is also a range. Anywhere in here can stop. So let's actually move this back to our conservative TP at the 131. And 7-8-6, which is down right there. Okay, that's our cipher. So let's go back to the other one. Yeah, so look, here, this was our pattern completion and it broke, right? So that tells me that this pattern is invalid now. So I'm gonna go ahead and delete that and turn on the cipher because that's the one that's forming now.
Is that usually the pattern it goes in? If one fails, then it becomes something else.
Yeah. So like I told you, like patterns are always forming, right? So we have to like the way of that we identify harmonics is we do like a process of elimination, right? So we queue up our points, our coordinates, and see what pattern it matches, right? And say, for example, like, oh, like this one, for example, this one had 2 matches, right? So I did the 2 potential outcomes. But now, because it broke the other one, it kind of nullified it, right? And so I'm stuck with this one now. You see what I mean? Do you understand now?
Yeah, I mean, because before the other
Okay.
one, the other pattern didn't go up as high, but now this one, since it's invalid now, it goes a little bit. That's already going higher.
Yeah, it turned into a cipher, right? So cipher says our C point could go all the way from the 113 all the way to the 141, which I drew my lines here, right? So let's see what it does here. It's just fucking pumping, dog. Look at this shit.
Today was
This is
one
like-
giant pump.
We're gonna wake up to a gap up.
Yikes.
So yeah, this is forming. While it's doing that, I'm gonna draw my trend line that I didn't draw.
So that's lower highs then, or at least potentially.
Holy shit! Look, rejecting so far, and look at that. We wouldn't have known. Like people who are playing futures right now, they're like, what the fuck is it rejecting right now, right? We didn't even know like 10 minutes ago, like where it was gonna reject, right? see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people are fucking buying calls right now. They're like, wait, what the fuck's happening? Like, what's there? You know? Let's see. Let's look at our SMAs real quick and see any SMAs blocking it right now.
Probably the
Right, the
200.
4, the 2, the daily, nope. The weekly, nope. 30, nope. 15, nope. Yeah, no. So if you're playing this right now, you're like, what the fuck is happening? You know what I mean? But because we know harmonic, we know that, hey, like there's a C point here. This is a pattern completion point. Right?
Oh, dude, that thing knifed.
And,
It's put time.
So what was this? I have so many horizontal lines that I forget sometimes. Okay, so this line here, that was from this completion that happened. I'm gonna keep that on just in case. Actually, I'll turn the harmonic off. Gonna hide it.
That is strong. And I
You
have
gotta
to
hide it
think
there?
of things you might not even remember your
Alright, okay. And then this one that I have here, I think it's from another one that completed at the C point. Yep. Yeah.
Especially.
So that was an important level too.
Today's a good day.
Okay. And then wait, what? No way.
Trying to be happy for my family.
Yeah. Okay.
Smile.
So then this is my first harmonic point, and then this is the second one here for this cipher. But notice how it's not piercing it.
It's gonna
But this kind of worries me though. Like as a short,
Yeah.
the fact that it didn't do a clean reject, you like a safe entry would be to wait for the next 10-minute candle and watch it reject here. So in 3 minutes we'll see. We'll see if the bulls can push it to head to this level or not.
I think this is our first time watching this stuff in real time. It's like I didn't know we could do this on futures. That's cool.
Yeah. That's why it's good. That's why I was telling you guys, it's good. Like futures is good to practice like everything, dog, because it's like endless lap time, except for like the the weekends. But like you can chart like your trend lines, you can practice your fucking fibs, you can practice your resistance levels, your fucking what is that thing that Mark uses? The supply and demand, all that shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Futures is good to look at. I mean, I don't use it to practice, but I just use it to figure out. Oh, this is what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Literally, I always just thought, oh, it's gonna be up or down for futures, because someone like what was it? Problem Sniper would show it, but I didn't know it actually moved like this in our time.
So let's see what like SPY would be at. Let's SPY right now. It would be, yeah. So SPY gapped up here. It's probably like around here. I think it's probably fighting this right now. But I think they might gap it over here. If they do, holy shit.
I just remember last week we touched 370 literally three times.
Look at that.
But
Look at this right here, bro.
damn,
If we do gap over that, like we have room
that's
to
crazy.
380. But let's go back to futures. Let's see what's doing.
Let's see, 368, 372.
We got 2 minutes.
How are you establishing the C though? Because one part that I'm not getting is how are you getting the C point? Like, how are you choosing the price for where?
Oh, okay. So on Discord, I think I posted the thing, right? I think if you go to charts on the channel charts, the latest I have
the graphic you put up?
Yeah. So those are the coordinates. So, for example,
So as long as we have an A point, then you put in those coordinates and it fills in the rest of them.
yeah, as long as you have an X to A, you can start like theorizing what it can be. So for example, like I don't know if you were like listening or watching when we started doing this, I looked at the coordinates of our points, and based on the chart that I have here, I looked at the coordinates and see which one fits, right? And so for me,
Yeah.
it was the bat and the cipher. But after the bat broke, the cipher says I can go to the 113. And so when you drag the cipher pattern, it'll automatically show you the coordinates. You just have to like, line them up.
Yeah, the C and the D leg are more like projection.
And like, we can't really hear you guys. You're like breaking up. I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys can hear me either.
I can
No,
hear.
I can hear-
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Knives breaking up, but yeah, Knives. If you can hear us, the C and the D leg, I realize, are more projections as opposed to like you want to get mostly, in my experience, the X, A, and B leg. That's where I need to be accurate, and the C and the D is like where, if I match it, where it would go. Right? Am I getting that right, Miguel?
Sorry, I spaced out. I was looking at features. What did you say?
No, I said the X, A, and B leg are the ones that have to be accurate, but the C and D leg are the ones where those parts of the harmonic are where you project if the price respects it, that's where you project it'll be. That's where it doesn't have to be like it doesn't have to adhere to a specific harmonic, but the coordinates have to match to a harmonic as a projection, not as like, you know what I mean? I guess maybe I'm confusing it.
I'm kind of confused. So what you're asking or what you're saying is that the C to D don't have to be the values that the chart shows. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, more like because when I used to do the harmonic, I would just try and like match all the numbers to a specific like bat or Gartley, blah blah blah, like all that.
Uh-huh.
But now when I do the harmonic, I match the first three legs, and then the D leg, I'm like, okay, once I got those three, then the C to D leg, I just drag it to the point of where it should or where it could go, and that usually that point I would match it to the.
Yeah. So you saw how I did the cipher, right? So before I even drew this, like I didn't even know where we were going, right? So on the chart, it says cipher, the C leg ranges from 113 to 141, right? So before this even happened, right? I did this, and then I did my C leg at the 113, right? This is where I drew my first line, because on the cipher it says that's where a cipher pattern can be seen as a cipher pattern, right? So if we reject here, then hey, I'm still a cipher, right? I'm a cipher pattern. But also it tells you that, hey, we also have range to the 141, right? So this is where this horizontal line came from. I dragged this all the way up here, found the coordinate, and I just drew my line to tell me, hey, we have room to go here. But also the cipher says, or any pattern says, where you see like the ranges, it tells you, hey, I can also stop anywhere in this space and still be considered a cipher. You know what I'm saying?
Well, not really.
Nah.
And then that's a question. That's an answer for you guys.
Oh, I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying, because when I started physically doing the harmonics, that's when I started like understanding, like, oh, how's Miguel like predicting where it would go, and it's because he's using the C and D leg as projections,
Yeah.
as possible hypothesis. So it's not.
It's not set in stone. Right?
Yeah.
These are just like a strong thesis, right? Because it fits my thesis, right? So I drew this and I'm like, hey, I think this is a cipher pattern. So let me draw it out, right? So I drew my first line of resistance, right? Which would be the 113, which is here. And then cipher says, hey, I can also go to the 141. So I drew a line here. So now my job, I'm not in this trade yet, right? So now like my reasoning to get into a trade would be like, okay, I'm gonna wait and see what happens here, right? If we cleanly like for example, right? Like I told Ed, we rejected here. Now my next thing to do as a short would be to test this again and cleanly reject it. That's when you take puts, right? So now as a when you take shorts and it breaks again, it breaks above this, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna wait because now it has room to go here. So I'm gonna wait before I enter, right? So let's see. Let's see what happens here, right? If there's like a clean rejection, then that's when you would grab puts. So let's see. Let's see what they decide to do with it. You look at that, you're seeing weakness, right? Okay.
God damn it.
Like around here, you see how this candle is just, they're fighting it. It's a good idea to start scaling in, scaling in puts, right? Because the market doesn't owe you anything, right? It doesn't have to touch this, right? So if you're waiting for the touch and it just dies, you just missed the move, you know what I mean? So around here is like, okay, you can start scaling in and then scale in the rest here. Because this is your risk, right? This is your risk. If it breaks it, then you're like, okay, you just get out. You're still not losing a lot. The risk reward here is in your favor. You see what I'm saying?
Do you usually buy in the money at the money, or do you buy out the money in accordance to where you think it's gonna go?
It's usually like I'll do in the money if I know it's gonna be like choppy. And then I'll buy time at that, right? So I'm not losing my fucking my premium there. But if I know for sure like it's a trendy day, then I'll do like out the money, but with a little time. You know what I mean?
Okay, got it. That's how okay, now I'm understanding how I'm like scale. I'm like, dude, but each premium's like, well, I mean, I know you have more buying power, but I'm like, for me, it's like each premium is like $5. I
Oh
realize
yeah.
you're doing out the money, and I look at out the money premiums now. I'm like, oh, okay, but it's like, like $70, $100, and like that, I can like, okay, I'll run like 3 or 4 contracts, so that's good.
Yeah, but also for example, like actually, thanks for bringing that up, right? So if you have, obviously like not a large portfolio yet, like here a good strategy to not miss this move, just in case it doesn't touch it, will be to buy like maybe like in the money and with time, right? So you spend like $600 for one contract, but also you're not getting chopped up and losing value on your contract. And a 30% move on a $600 contract is still like over $100, right?
Yeah, it's good.
So you gotta like think about it like that way as well. So see, for me, I'm seeing this weakness here. So I'm like, man, okay, yeah, let me start scaling in just in case. But I'll save enough for just in case for the touch, right?
Yeah, ever since I've been like redefining my rules and just kind of honing it, like I can sense like weakness in a candle now. It's weird because usually it's like, oh, this could fake me out, but it's like, no, if you have like If you have
Look at
your
that clean rejection. Look at that clean rejection,
Yeah.
bro. That's.
Ooh.
Oh.
once if it's even a little,
Look
that's
at
still
that.
okay. That could be a fake
Yeah.
out.
For here, you just wait on this candle close.
Oh my god, that would have been good.
So we got like a minute left here. So this is actually like really fucked up here because if bulls cannot take this over on this third try here, it's gonna die. If we do base over this, then I do think we might hit this.
Those wicks like that where it barely goes over, those are complete.
Got two more guys and
Yeah.
You like if that's like in the session. Oh man, a lot of people are like, oh shit, it's done. I'm pulling.
Yeah. I used to be like that. But I like started learning to wait for the candle to close before you make a choice, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry, man, it's playing Rocket League.
What was that guy's name? Smuggler, Hugger, or something?
Yeah, look at this. We closed underneath. Let's see what happens. Do we just die or do we bust it? Do we just die?
Uh-oh.
Wait
no.
a minute. Oh,
Oh no, that's hot.
they're fighting, bro. They're fighting.
Yeah, they're fighting.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they broke. They won. I think for sure. Wait a minute.
It didn't beat the wick.
Yeah,
so I
see
think-
here, like this example here is like a really fucked up scenario because it's like you don't know
nice shot.
and it doesn't know where it wants to go. You know what I mean? Because it could still knife.
I would if I was in this trade, my stop loss would be at the wick before the big green candle. So at the top of that wick is where I'd get out. If it never hits it, I'd still be in my puts.
Yeah, for me for call, I honestly would probably take calls here.
Jesus.
Let's see.
And then use this,
Oh,
use
okay,
this
yeah.
line.
Yeah,
use
I'm
this
out.
line.
I'm switching the calls.
Yeah, use this line here. I would have drawn this line as my risk.
Oh, wait, it's not over. Do
Nah,
this.
it's not over. But they're gonna break out. That there's just gonna squeeze them. Yo, isn't it fucking crazy how we just got this example like right now?
You were just looking at it and it became interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so now if I'm short bias here, I'm not trading anything. I'm gonna wait to see what it does here if it gets to this fucking line. If it doesn't, then I'll just reassess. And then if I start seeing weakness, that's when you take puts. Because remember, it does not have to hit this line. It can literally just stop here and then die and still be a cipher. Because the cipher says anywhere between the 113, which is this line here, and the 141, which is here. So anything in here goes.
Damn.
Yeah. So right now, like as a harmonic player, you literally just wait. You wait for either this or wait for weakness and wait for it to get below this line and
Dude,
reject it.
It looks weak, man. That's a lot of selling pressure right there.
Yeah. Well, at this point, you also know, right? Because we know that this could potentially be a cipher. We know that anywhere in this, it could just die, right? So we already like short biased, right? Because we're like, hey, this is a harmonic. It's just completing its C leg, right? So look, let's see what happens.
Oh, Gorge. Sorry, Town. Sorry, that's a pretty cool.
Eee.
Nice.
So I would
So
be
now, as a bear, you want it to base under this and then also reject it on the next candle.
Shit.
I'd be out and I'd wait for exactly what Miguel said. Because my stop loss already got hit. So I just wait
Oh,
again.
I know
Yeah.
what I'm.
Right here, like in this scenario, the risk reward for a bull is really bad, and for a bear is like really good. This is a really good setup for a bear. You just have to like time it. You know what I mean? For a bull, you like this is scary. Like, why would you buy calls here? You know, because look, think about it this way, right? You know that this cipher ends here, right? Anywhere. So why are you buying calls if it ends anywhere here? It can just drop on you. You know what I mean? There's no risk reward here for a bull. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Because like there's very little upside left to go, and you're buying near the top.
Yeah. So right here, this is why I love CDDs, bro. Because like on either like a W or M, like it's skewed to either a bull or a bear. Look at that.
Yeah. Everybody have stay on it.
All right, in 5 minutes we'll know what it does. But yeah, dude, this is why harmonics are fucking goated, man.
This is exciting.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah. Look, bro, we literally like we competed this W, right? That I drew for you guys on, I think it was Friday, right? I told you this was forming. And then we went straight into that mini W that I drew earlier. I'll delete it. And now we're in the M. Isn't that crazy? Bam, knifing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Still got 4 minutes though. It could still be like kind of like a bearish, trap. Slightly. But yeah, as a bear, anywhere between here, like you just either average down and then use this as your last risk, right?
See, everybody else left.
Yeah.
The other two left. It's only one.
Carlos wants to finally learn.
Okay, let's take this family.
So this next candle, we have a lower high. Then I assume that this will be like the pattern completion at this point.
I keep telling you, competitor doesn't give
So
up.
we'll see.
What does he want to learn, Mark?
He just wants to learn how to day trade. He wants to make extra money.
The day trades, like, dude. I mean, I'm trading my way. I think I just don't know how he's going to do it because I don't know how much. Like, I know we all have different amounts of screen time. Honestly, like the way I'm trading is what fits with my screen time. But on my days off, those are the only days I could really truly day trade with buying calls and puts. So, I mean, we got to figure out what he has to figure out what works for him. I'm only just trying to help with how I can, but I don't know what he's capable of on his brokerage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everyone, he just has to find his own system. I think he just wants to learn more about just charting in general. But I always tell everybody, start with 1,000. It's enough to lose and learn. It's enough to win and learn, and it's also enough to lose and learn. So you have enough life there to do like 3 or 4 plays, figure out what you did wrong. And then if you're winning, you have enough to grow to play like 2 or 3 times.
I think he should learn like laid back style.
Yeah.
Like learn to trade with just like the fucking MACD and the fucking the MAs.
Do you use MACD anymore?
What?
I don't think I ever used MACD.
I tried in the beginning, but then I think the only one that stuck with me from the old regular indicators at the bottom are just RSI is the one that just makes the most sense to me, even though it's just kind of like I use it as like a speedometer. It's like either you're going too fast or you're going too slow. Yeah. That's it.
Have you ever used it for divergence? 'Cause I don't use any of those anymore, but when I was just randomly, going through threads on Twitter, there's RSI divergence, which is really good, and probability is really high if you know how to read it. So basically, like price action will go up, but the RSI will be going down, and I believe that's bearish divergence. So the probability of it knifing is really high. Or no, sorry, if it's going down, it's oversold. So I think that means it's gonna be bullish. I'm not sure. You're gonna have to check it, but if you study RSI divergence, like if RSI is something you still use, probability for those are really high. If you know how to read divergence, so you should look into it.
I was just telling Godina that I think of probably almost any of like of our group trading group. I think he has the best dividend portfolio. So I told him like, if this is your strength, maybe that might be it. But if you want things in the short term, either you need to have dividends that pay on specific dates, so that way when one pays out, the next one will. I think that's probably the best thing I can suggest. But in terms of short term stuff, then yeah, that's when you have to look into a type of trading style that fits his needs.
See, on this candle, I want to pull back and respect on that resistance line. What is that? 3722?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to pull back and I want it to respect. If it respects, I'm taking puts.
Here we go.
I can feel myself already, like how I would react in the morning.
So
Like
like for me, okay, this is how I would play this, right? So as a short here, I would do what Mark said, right? I would wait for the retest here. If I do see that this candle is getting like weaker, I'll start scaling in. I'll start scaling in puts and save ammo for here, right? Another thing, if I'm too nervous and I want to play it like safe, I would wait for a break of this and then use this as my risk. You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
will be my new resistance. This will be my stop loss.
That would be my second. Like, oh, what happens if it doesn't pull back? I'd wait for
I
the
can't
next
believe we're
major
this close.
support line
Look
to
at the
break,
team set up, like what?
and then you kind of that's your confirmation
No,
that like
yeah,
selling
like
pressure is
so.
really, really high.
Yeah. So if I'm seeing that it's like a tug of war here and there's no like a strong trend yet,
Yeah.
I will start scaling it. I'll buy like one or two contracts here in the middle, and then either save for here, or then if I see that it's coming down and it breaks this, I'll add more. I'll add more at the retest over here too. You know what I mean? So let's see.
How long does futures go till?
Futures is till tomorrow.
Oh
Yeah,
Jesus!
till market open.
It's
Because
just 24/7.
12 a.m. is when Europe kicks in.
Yeah. Here we go.
So yeah, it'll go until like 6 o'clock, I think. And then that's pre-market.
God damn, never ending.
Ooh. Oh, but it's respecting.
Oh, hold up. I didn't drag my fib line. I think it bounced off the 11. I was just kidding. My 11 is down here, I think.
They're at
Yeah, it's down
3712. Was it?
No, it's at 370.
Oh, wrong
I'm talking
one.
about my blue one. Yeah. Let's check the smaller time frame. Oh, look, it respected the 50 here. That's where it bounced off, but everything's coming down. So yeah, this is hella bearish, bro. Look at the 3, just overtook it. Let's look at the 5. Still bouncing. This would also like be like the seal dealer, right? If it breaks this and then this is resistance, then you can start adding more puts.
Which MA is that green one?
This is the 10.
Okay.
So my green one's the 10. The white one that I have is the 20, and then this one's the 50, the red one. Yeah, so here in the 1 minute, this would have been your
Yeah, so-
confirmation to, hey, like let me start scaling into puts.
Would you go ODT or would you go 2 days?
On this, I would probably buy a little time. Maybe like a weekly. And then maybe once it breaks the trend line, that's when I'll do like a week, a 0DT or a fucking like a 1 day, 2 or 3 day. Because once this breaks,
Yeah,
and then the B neckline breaks, it's just like a fucking rock.
I never thought of doing that. I should try that.
Well, you're drawing that trend line from today's pump, huh?
Talking to me?
Miguel. Oh, I mean,
This trend line?
yes.
No, this trend line I just drew it. I drew it like earlier, like 30 minutes ago.
Okay,
When
sorry.
I did this harmonic.
I totally missed that part.
Yeah. Remember when I was like, while we wait, I'm gonna draw this trend line?
I must have been drinking water.
Probably, yeah. Okay, so look. Okay, we got 4 minutes left.
Yep.
Let's see, what are we doing at the 5? We're still bouncing off the 5. Okay. This is why I don't like getting in on like 1 minute or 3 minute or 5 minute. Like I like waiting for 10. You know what I mean?
in a game, listen.
Yeah, I started using 10-minute more because 5-minute on choppy days. Oh man, that shit.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
That shit is anxiety inducing.
Okay, so this candle here at the 5 is telling me, hey, strong support here. I think we do want to retest this. Let's look at the 3 minute though. Okay, let's see what it does here at the 10. 1 minute, at the 20. Yeah, it's curving up. So I think we are gonna retest this. Oh, wait a minute. It's another clean rejection off of that.
The good old 3 minute.
Let's look at the 5. Yeah. Oof.
I feel like it's creating like a head and shoulders or something right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strong. I think it's gonna break it.
Oh,
Yeah, so say for example, I did what I said earlier that I scaled in. So now I'm just waiting, right? I'm waiting.
yeah.
Kind of hoping it does retest this just so you can get, add more size.
Confirmation.
But I mean, this works too, right? Okay, let's see the 3 minute. Where do we close? Oh, it knifed.
Ooh.
5 minute. Yeah, we're breaking up. We broke it. Okay, so it's weaker. So I think we might create a lower high. So now at this point, like what you should be thinking is like, okay, I know where this is going. We're gonna go lower, right? But the question is, like, are we gonna retest this? Are we just gonna keep creating lower highs? But at least you know where it's going. You know what I mean? And that's the advantage of harmonics. You got 1 minute left on the 10 minute. Let's see where the 5 is. So 3 minute, 1 minute. Yeah, we got two SMAs coming down on it. About to break the 50 at the 1 minute. See, do we break
SMAs
it?
are legit even on the smaller time frames.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, broke it.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
because
it's such a-
even on any time frame, they're either resistance or support. They're just moving.
Yeah, they're just literally basically just broken down candles, like parts of candles. Let's see where this 5 minute closes here. We've got 30 seconds. If it closes above it, then yeah, it's more biased that it's gonna retest this line. If you close below it, then I think I don't think it'll retest it.
That's what we were trying to.
Oof. Below it. That's whack. Look at that. So then I think here, it gives me a little more confidence to add a little more size or like scale in a little more. You know what I mean? Maybe add like one contract. But like I said, you still want to save for this. This is like, uh, it should always be in the back of your mind. You know what I mean?
The Fed will hike rates once more in November and then stop.
Oh, is that in the news?
Yeah. So what? We gonna have a Santa rally finally? Last year, everyone said we're gonna have a Santa rally. That shit did not happen.
You kept telling about it. I was just like, what are you talking about?
I got it from Jin. Jin said Santa rally happens every year. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna be a bull. And then I was a bull and I got chopped up.
I mean, okay, to be fair, they did close out 2021 pretty strong. Like, that was probably the highest my portfolio ever was. And then that was just the beginning of where we are now. So, not saying it can't happen, but we are in the beginning of October, which is this is I mean, John keeps saying that this is seasonality taking over, but I am gonna follow the price action
Yeah.
because I mean, there weren't Fed rate hikes last year, were there? So, yeah, you see,
No,
Pauly
yeah.
agrees. Pauly T agrees with me.
There's a lot of economic variables happening where kind of unsure where the stock market will be come Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Borf.
I'm gonna get some water. Be right back, guys.
Go for it. Actually, you know what? Water sounds delicious. I'm gonna get some bottles. BRB. Oof. Ooh. If you're watching the archive, welcome to Meter Management live edition. But you're watching in your present and our past. Enjoy the archives. We will only get so many of these. Wait, what am I watching? Okay, I'm done. Damn it, Tasty Steve.
If the candle looks like that at the end of these 5 minutes, I would be taking puts right now.
Hmm.
Look at that. There's a clean rejection right there.
All right, I'm back. Oh shit! Look at that clean rejection, dog. Shit.
That's what Mark was saying.
There's a clean rejection right there. I'd be looking at taking puts if it looks like that at the end of this candle.
Yeah, I would have. I would have already taken them. Cause your risk there is like almost none. You know.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like if you enter correctly, like your risk goes from like if you chase and it pulls back, you're like down probably 10, 12%. But if you waited on that and you waited on that resistance, like even if it went wrong, like the max you'd lose is probably like 1 to 2%.
Yeah.
Like you live to play another day.
So at this point, if I saw this here, like I would have been like, okay, I would have added like my full position and then set my stop loss, like over here or something, you know.
I'd set it at the top of that C leg.
Look at that. That would have been the final ads right there. This would have been the first try, right? I would have added. I think that I would have added my full position here, and then used like maybe like 10% from this line as a stop loss. And then if it broke and it based above this, I would get out, and then look to short again up here somewhere.
2 more minutes. It still can't even break.
Allow these folks to continue to come up by expense.
Yeah, this right here gives me confidence as a short for sure. I honestly would be like surprised if we broke and based over it.
was a secret.
Let's see.
Oh,
My sons weren't just Jeff Dahmer's victims, they were real people. They lived. They knew why. Loved the days, telling their sisters.
Yeah, 1 minute. Yo, who knew watching literally literal like paint dry
Every 10
could be
minutes.
so fun.
Nick said he uses highs and lows to make that fit that this candle is respecting right now.
Right? And we drew it out of just thin air, bro. Isn't that crazy?
yeah, man. Retest rejection is like the best. That is like the number one strategy in my book because it's so clean.
Off
Yeah,
of
it's like
like
when you
a-
get the when you get the perfect planks, bro.
Yeah, so clean, dude.
She's nice. Dude, this is why I love charting, dog. Like it's just so clean, you know what I mean? It's like so technical, dog. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
I just like seeing when like my fibs work out. Like I drew that shit and it respected it. Like okay, cool, this is good.
Here we go. Okay, so this is what I expect here, dude. I expect a tap of that and just dead.
Die.
All right. This is what I'm looking for as a short. If I see it strong, kind of like break out, then I'm like, oh shit.
Yes, man.
Oh, here we go.
In that.
So now remember, because our C point ended here, this is technically a resistance point now, right? Because it's like the high of day, right? Technically. So
Yeah.
you could also draw like either your fib there or your just like a horizontal line and use this also as a rejection point as a short that you can enter. But so far it's just it can't the 113 right now is pretty strong. Okay, let's draw a fib from high of day here. The low. Let's look at the smaller time frame. Let's see where it's at. So it's fighting the 618 here. Hold on. Oh, it broke it. Nope, it rejected it.
Oh, so it's-
Oh, oh, can we see that on the chart? Can we see it on the chart? Hold on. Oh, that was gross. Hold on, where is it at? Where is it at? Okay, let's go to the 10 minute. 10 minute. Oh, damn, I thought it hit the line.
it's getting there. I mean, we're only 2 minutes into 30-minute hour or 30-minute time frame here.
Yeah, let's go back to the 1 minute. And then high things. Oof. Oof. And look at that. On this fib, if you're not playing harmonics and you just play by fibs, you know that 618 is a strong reversal point too, or resistance, right?
What's the 10 look like? Did it turn red?
No, it's green still, but it's
There
starting
you
to turn
go.
red.
Yeah, now it's oof. Fighting back, bro. Bulls. Oh, dude. Oh. Tap it. Tap it. Finish him. Finish him. Dude, it broke. Oh my god.
Oh, the wick is a fake out. Look at that.
Yeah, dude. Oh, gross. Uh,
Oh yeah, it's over. Unless it rejects that C.
oh,
Oh shit.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
my
What the
god.
fuck is going on?
Oh my god. What? I would have got stopped out.
Fuck. Yo. Come on, man. This is a 10-minute? Are you kidding?
Yeah, but remember, dude, that's the thing about the cipher, bro. Like, it has it has this range. You know what I'm saying? So because even though like we stopped here at the first, this it can still keep going. You know, this is the final point that it can go to
Okay.
before it actually dies. You know what I mean?
Bro, that was insane. That's what happened to me today at 7.
Yeah.
Just one candle's went boom. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
That
What
that
the
whole
hell?
thing there was like the short squeeze. That was the stop loss trigger right there.
Ugh.
Okay, so now as a short as a bear, right? We got stopped out. We're like, fuck.
Should be
Okay,
very
that's
nervous.
that's fine because we like we still know that this is another point where we can enter, right? Because now the table is like literally like flipped, right? Because as a short, you're still like, oh fuck, like this is where you want it to go. This is where the Bulls know they can take it, right? But also like the Bears still have that advantage that hey, the cipher could still end anywhere between this line and this line. Uh, so it's just all about like timing the entry, bro. You know what I mean? There's just so many fucking variables. But at
That's
least like you have information,
That was a good play because that was sound. There was no chasing. It was all sound thesis. Even if you get stopped out.
Yeah. So now like Bulls here are still like playing with fire, bro, because this shit can knife at any moment. And they would literally call it random, right? They'd be like, "What the fuck?" Like, you know what I mean? But like, it's part of the cipher, right? It ends anywhere here. Once it breaks this, then it's no longer a cipher pattern. And it's like I don't even know what at that point.
Let me see.
Could be no, not a W.
Yes, see?
Could be forming something else. But yeah, I still think it's a cipher for sure. Like seeing this also like it shows a lot of strength, right? So I'm convinced that we will tap this at least.
Shit.
So that zone, the red zone, is that the gap fill?
No. That's just another harmonic that I have.
Okay, okay. I was just like,
in the large, in the macro.
I see.
Yeah. This is where we're going, bro. This is where we're gonna end up going. But for now,
Yo soy inevitable.
yeah. For now, this is what we have. Hey,
Is that number 3730?
which one?
The next resistance.
Oh yeah, this one, yeah. This is the final one. This is the final one. This is where like I have 100% conviction that it will go down. So here, like in scenarios like this, because it's either or, right? So my conviction is like at 100. So this is where you probably like size heavier here. Bam, load puts, take it down.
So short term
At-
bears, I'm sorry, bears would be getting smoked, and bulls would be like, oh yeah, this is my shit.
Yeah, right now, yeah. So let's see. I think they want to tap it, bro. Hit it. Hit it.
They should follow them because that's what the families you destroy.
It's just so that God is security. Which we never see God's man. All the things something.
Got a minute.
Yep. Go. Go.
Yes.
Go, 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 go. Pape. Yeah, I think spy. I think oh well fuck, man. Actually, I don't know. Cause if cause if this is a cipher, then I think we might not even gap up. We would have gapped up on paper.
Because I mean,
20 seconds, bro.
yeah, the scenario you described seems to just favor bears. It touches the red bears, and if this is like the unknown zone, still bears favor this downward move in the end, right? So
Well, the red zone is not. It doesn't have. It's just the color of my harmonic.
okay,
It doesn't signify anything. I just use the color to because I have multiple like M's there on this chart. I can distinguish what is what.
okay.
All right, so this is how you would play it now. So you would draw a horizontal line here. This is where we broke out, right? And then we draw our next line here because this is the high of day, right? Then we would move our harmonic back up here. Okay. So now this is another support. This is intraday support. And then intraday resistance, right? Yeah, I'm just speaking like if we were in a market time.
Time.
Okay, let's see. Do we break higher day?
Just trying to.
Or is that it? Is that where the pattern stops? Let's see. Might be it. Let's see. Okay, Bulls want that. They want that 373, bro. This is what's so scary right now if you're a bull here. Cause like I said, it could literally knife at any time.
On first bet.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus.
How's it looking on the smaller time frames?
Let's see, 3 minute. Yeah, we have to come back down. The 10 is actually holding support. Oh, just knifed it. Never mind. I think we retest the. No, that'll be pretty bad. Man, I just wanted to go up here and touch this and get it over with. But it might not give us. This is already uh, a good entry for short here too. This might be it.
God damn.
Yeah, now I have to fix the D point though, because since we went higher, this thing moved. So we gotta do
Jeff's interest in the sector.
7, 8, 6.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Now, it's one of the ones that we have a.
Okay.
Science.
Let's draw this line. Bam. This is our PT.
3695.
Yeah. If this turns out to be a cipher, right?
Fine, please. Listen, the one
You will.
But so far, it's looking like it is because it's rejecting the area where it said it would, you know. Otherwise, why would it be doing it?
Should have been on the bottom.
Do you have a chance here, Lionel, to find out why he was the way he was? Is it something he was born with? Maybe there was some tumor somewhere?
They just did this very same thing that John Wayne Gacy. They took out his brain and they make slides and whatnot, and
Anyways, Ed, I'm a log off, dude. I think that's it for me.
That was exciting.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna look at this in the morning, see what it did. All right, later, y'all.
Cool. Thank you, Miguel.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. That's that for that. I'll catch you guys on the YouTubes. Don't
Yeah.
forget to like and subscribe, and hope you enjoyed this session we had here.
Bink says bye.
See ya. And we're done. Nice. All right. Well, like I just said, that was the live edition of what do you call it? What's the game? What's the game called? Meter Management, Not Financial Advice Live Edition. So that's how ciphers work. I care about fillables. I care about. This is part of our homework. So this is how we do it around here. We don't do it every single day, but if we feel like there's big moves in the market, and then we evaluate what we can do, it's always just like a battle plan, because nothing's set in stone. But always remember that the information you have in front of you is always should be there to help you. Okay, if you're just looking at the charts move with no information whatsoever, you're playing the game all wrong. I mean, you might get lucky here and there, but remember, the more information you have, is just gonna help you out. You don't want to convolute it for yourself, but if it's there, you might as well use it, right? I don't use everything, but I use the things that work out for me, and then I kind of play it out how I do. If you find whichever one works for you, okay? Anyways, that's it for now. Look forward to the usual videos on my channel here, Not Financial Advice, Meter Management, okay? Catch you guys later. It's going up on YouTube right now. See ya.